We've all got the crazy hair punishments. Okay, except Hinkley. Hinkley's got the nice hair.
That's because I won.
Because she
You
won.
didn't say
You won.
what kind of bodily hair. All right, you don't see my back hair right now. Braided. Okay? It wasn't specified.
I did just say crazy hair.
Jace's armpit hair, you don't want to see it right now.
I had this idea of a book club where one person is assigned a different book than the rest, and Jace wanted to join in.
And I said to Hinkley, how about no one knows if they've got the unique book, so we all have to blend in and figure out who does. Also, can I invite my mom?
I told Jace I'm always down for a good book club. Just please tell me you didn't invite Jaren.
It's Jaren. Just kidding. Well, I'm Jaren, and we are all together, everybody. Under.
Stop. This is Undercover Book Club.
Hinkley, where you at right now? You're in South Dakota.
Yeah. No, I'm not. I'm in Minnesota. I don't know. I was like, yeah, South Dakota.
Oh.
I'm in Minnesota, but I live like on the border of Minnesota and North Dakota. So I go to like University of North Dakota.
So classes started when? A few weeks ago?
Yeah, I'm in week 4 right now. And
Cool.
it's a lot. I did a gap year, and going back to school is not easy. Everyone said it is super easy. So
Good for you.
when did school start for you?
We're in the middle of our 5th week.
Okay.
How about you, Jaren? When did your school start?
Yeah, second week of August, or August 16th or something like that. So we've been, 4 or 5 weeks? So yeah, we're kind of...
Yeah, you're about the same.
Today was parent-teacher conferences. So got to meet with some parents. So it's just weird. We're like at that stage. I still feel like it's like the first 2 weeks of school. I'm like, oh yeah, we're already in that deep. So
Yeah.
When you meet some of the parents, or you're like, yeah, you don't have to tell me which kid yours is. Like you already.
yeah, it's like the apple doesn't fall far from the tree there. Okay. Let me guess.
Funny.
Jimmy's parents? Just kidding. Things that have happened since we've been on our last episode. Jace took the MCAT on Saturday.
How'd you do?
He's a doctor now.
That's how that works.
Got my white coat.
Got his white coat. He's in.
Yeah.
He started doing doctor stuff.
So impressed.
I'll find out my score on October 1st.
Ooh. That
But
is
yeah, I felt
coming
okay
right
about
up.
it. Yeah, it's
Excellent.
coming right up. Jeanette's telling me she'll make me like a basket in the office. Michael Scott has his secretary make 2 baskets, like a good news basket and a bad news basket, and he gets to open like depending on the news he gets. So we're gonna have like a bad score, a good score basket, and then we'll open it up. And it'll just be like
That's great.
For the bad basket, it'll be like candy, and I'm just gonna like destroy my body and stuff.
Yes.
What's going to be in the good basket?
Just some
Candy, just destroy
candy to
Same
celebrate
thing.
or something.
Same thing.
The book I read this week was
Okay, what was it?
Let's just get to the chase.
just cut to the quick. Just before we start, a quick reminder of the rules. All right, the goal.
Yeah. Hey, make sure Liz's speaker's on. She needs to hear the rules here.
It's like Mafia or Among Us. All right, either the 3 who are the undercover win, or they all lose.
Oh, that's
They
so
all lose.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's where I messed up last time.
Yeah,
It's okay.
It's okay. You have dreads on.
Feel
Well
free to do
deserved.
it again.
You-
So happy.
You've made your penance. You've paid your dues. All right, with that.
Yeah.
This hair punishment.
Yeah.
Me too. You think I like walking around with my hair like this?
It looks exactly the same. I see
Yeah,
the
exactly.
difference.
Jace knows.
It's
I do
pushed.
the whoosh to the side.
Jared's
It's now
completely
centered. That's weird. That's not how I do it.
different. You think this is pushed back? That's what it is.
I've had this hairstyle since like 6th grade, dude. It's always to the side. All right, this is abnormal. My hair doesn't even go center anymore.
That's true. Jared has.
Yep.
I was just
Same
expecting a lot
hairdo.
more from you guys. But that's okay.
I know, not even a wig. Jaron, you need to dress that box like your mom has. Just pull a
I
wig
know,
out.
my mom has that costume box. I know, like 4 of them. Jason and I have done a number on those costumes.
Yeah.
We put in some mileage on those.
I got a banger question. That's just gonna stir the pot right away.
Ooh.
Oh, all right.
So let's not do that one.
You
No,
can do
it's
that.
actually
No,
it's
true.
still vague. It's
Let's
still
sit
vague
on that
enough.
one.
Okay.
But
That
sometimes
one
I have good questions, and we all great minds think alike. And some people like say a question that I already had, so I want to like start.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
for
you
sure.
start off. I probably thought of the same
Okay.
question because we're on the same wavelength. So you go first. So I
No,
don't
me
steal
too.
Well,
yours.
we read the same book, dude, right?
That's true. We did. I already know you and I did. Every week we read. So
I'm just kidding. Okay, here's my question.
Together.
girls against boys.
For the boys.
Are you sure you want to do that?
Well, it was kind of like girls
No
versus
one's
boys last
afraid of me
time.
right now,
And people didn't know the
there.
rules. Like, we knew Hinckley was guilty from the beginning, and then Liz.
You did not know. I won.
Okay,
She won.
here's my question.
Okay.
What did you guys think about the main character's secret power or talent? What were your thoughts? There's talent they had.
Oh, in one word, surprising.
Okay.
That was such a good question, Jaron. All right, I know we read the same book.
Secret talent.
It was
Power. What do you think it
intriguing.
was?
It was intriguing.
Intriguing. I like that.
I'll accept
Although
it.
it's like interesting and entertaining.
Entertaining.
That
it was
is
pretty
very
entertaining.
applicable.
I liked it.
So Jace, why surprising? Why was it? Did it not match the character's personality, or why did you find that secret talent or secret power surprising?
I would say it was slightly surprising to the reader, but there were concrete examples of his hidden talent or ability being surprising to other characters in the book.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
good.
Okay. Liz, you said intriguing. Why it was just like did you think it matched well? Was it an original talent or power? Like why was that intriguing to you?
I think it was intriguing because this character had to learn about it. And so we learned about it with this character.
So there's like the process
We were
was
as
intriguing.
curious as the character was. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that answer.
All right.
Hinkley, what you said entertaining. You
Yeah,
just felt
it
like
added.
the talent, the power was there was an
Well-
entertainment factor to it.
Okay, it was already like a stressful situation, and it added like so much more suspense.
Mm.
I was excited about it.
Hey,
Uh-huh.
okay.
I'm ready to
Did I
vote.
read a different book? That's the same thing.
No, I love that. I honestly haven't ruled anyone out yet.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought those are actually really
I
good
feel like you're
answers.
lying.
Those yeah. Okay. Time for my bomb of a question, all right?
Okay.
Drop it, bro.
Was your book predictable? No, I'm just kidding. It's not that. That's not it. I thought of an actual good one. All right. Here goes. Some books are very deep and symbolic with a message, while others are written for the sole purpose to entertain. If there was a scale of 1 being fully symbolic and 10 being fully entertaining, where would this book fall?
Ooh.
That's good.
Thank you.
I'm
Okay,
gonna say
I'll answer.
3. I'm gonna
Oh,
go
go
with
ahead,
the
Hinkley.
3. I felt okay. Wait, it was like very entertaining because like yeah, it was like fantasy. It wasn't like lame, but there was like a lot of messages like at every little step in the journey, if you will, which I will.
Okay, you will.
Okay, so
Liz-
your 3 was closer to
Symbolic.
entertaining. Oh,
Deep
symbolic.
message.
Deep
Telling.
message. Okay.
A lot of messages.
Okay. Mine, I think, was closer to a 7. A little more on
Okay.
the entertaining scale.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually really like that question.
Thank you.
My initial reaction, okay, I felt like who the audience is that reads these types of books, I felt like was more on the entertaining side. But then maybe as an adult reading it, it felt like, and maybe I'm just like used to our culture of movies that are like, there's implicit cultural messaging. And so I just kind of felt like, oh, I noticed some themes, and I thought there was like some symbolic pushing. And so my natural reaction was like a 5. I kind of like it was in the middle. Maybe I would lean maybe like a 6, maybe more on the entertaining side, just because I just feel like who the demographic is that reads these books. That's how I felt. But maybe the intent of the author was more symbolic. Gosh, that's a good question, Jace.
Yeah.
Freak. I would say 5.5. Leaning more on the entertaining side, but
Okay.
I did recognize some symbolism going on.
So Jaren just talked like a politician and played both sides, and then Hinckley and my mom gave you nothing because it's just up to
That's a
interpretation.
concrete answer, but
So-
okay.
Okay,
just
Very
6.
entertaining. It was a
6.
fantasy book.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a fantasy. Like obviously, there's entertainment,
Super
but
entertaining. But I feel like there was a lot of meaning in the book.
I don't know if we're all reading this, like
Well,
like
obviously,
the
we didn't
age
read
group
the
of the
same
book. I felt like was more definitely a younger audience, and so there was more of an entertaining flair. But I felt like, especially the main plot, there was some symbolism.
Okay.
What number would you give it, Jace?
8. When I wrote that question, I thought that would seal the deal. But obviously, I mean, it's up to interpretation, and obviously people have more of a mind or a lens for symbolic things. Stuff can pop out, but
Yeah.
my first reading of it was just, hey, this is a fun ride.
I was gonna ask, did you guys feel like it was an underdog story?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
it wasn't.
Elaborate, please.
I feel
Okay,
like it's not
so
as clear.
It's not like Rocky-esque, but like he
Yeah, it's
definitely was an underdog.
Okay.
Mom, what
I
are you
think
saying?
he was definitely a hero, and I think the best hero is made from that underdog, working his way up, going through change that makes him stronger or her stronger, and just, actually does this hard thing. Did I give away too much?
No.
No, I liked what you said.
I mean, it's the hero's journey right there. And if
Hero's
a fantasy
journey.
book doesn't use that,
Then it's not going to be a good book,
it's not gonna be a good
I mean,
book.
basically. Yeah.
Okay, maybe it wasn't a good
That
question.
could have been like
I'm
a
sorry.
fluff answer, but I do think we read the same book. That's kind of literally that book in a nutshell.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't like Rudy, like where the whole theme was like underdog.
Yeah, I
But
was gonna say it's not like a Rocky but there's definitely some like overcoming and there's definitely inner progression that you see that he overcomes. So
Right.
yeah, I didn't come at the end of like that was an underdog story though. But I see the theme.
Yeah.
Okay.
Back to the hero theme. I was thinking about Joseph Campbell. He wrote the Hero's Journey book and kind of came up with the basis for all hero journey kind of books. Like Star Wars is based on that. Most Disney movies are based on that because it's just a good formula for a good story, entertaining story. But I found this quote from his book, which is called The Hero's Journey. And it says, and once the storm is over, you won't remember how you made it through, how you managed to survive. You won't even be sure whether the storm is really over. But one thing is certain, when you come out of the storm, you won't be the same person who walked in. So that's what I saw with my book. The hero definitely had a lot of change, and he definitely came, or she came from this underdog to, he conquered.
Or she.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, this week's gonna be the same thing as last time, where Hinckley had a heroine and the rest of us had a hero. And so
Yeah.
I gave it away right off the bat.
I'll never tell. I mean, at the end of the episode, I will. I'll tell later.
Oh, funny.
But
It's
yeah, I
time for
love
a question.
that part was specifically about this book. I feel like of that when the storm is over, you won't remember how it ended. Like that was very applicable to this book.
Interesting. Good. Is it applicable to your book, Darren?
Yeah, I'm just. There's no way
I love
Hinkley
his
can be it again.
This is like the third time.
There's no way the
Am I just
algorithm.
bad at books? Maybe I
There's
just
just no
don't know how
way
to
the
read.
freaking algorithm that Jason made is gonna make that happen 3 times in a row. That's what's mess. It's like when you're doing a test that's multiple choice and it's like
Yeah.
C.
3
You're like,
Cs, yeah.
no, there's no way it can be like 3 times in a row.
I'm option C.
That
It
was
wasn't
really.
me, I promise.
But also, Hinkley, your answers haven't been horrible. Like the first one was spot on.
Yeah.
Thank you. I
I
felt
still don't
bad
have
that
any
I went
idea.
The first one was
other
spot on, but the
direction.
second one she said was more symbolic. And I guess I see that because I was more conflicted, but
I am sorry.
No, don't be sorry.
Yeah, you better apologize,
No,
Hinkley.
I'm so
that crap.
sorry. Sorry for being
Um,
C.
Jaren,
I thought
were you-
Jason's answer was really good and this answer was really good, so it's really jiving with me. And then
It is
Hinkley, but
hard.
again, I've been suspicious of Hinkley 2 times in a row, so it's like,
I just don't think you guys like me. You guys have all been like friends and or family for so many years. And now I'm just here.
That's
in
true.
no,
Minnesota.
it's not about like, it's about winning.
It's not you. It's just Minnesota we don't like.
Don't you know?
It's not even winter yet. There's no reason to dislike it.
Yeah, give it another month or 2. Yeah.
Yeah, it's coming soon.
For like 2 weeks. They say it's gonna be an early one.
Ooh, good luck.
Hinkley,
The
you said
people
you
there are
were.
so nice.
You said you were
Good.
aware of this book before.
Yeah, I was pretty aware of the book. It's a pretty common book to be aware of, is it not?
I don't know. Jaren, do you think the book is in the cultural zeitgeist? It's been
In the
Yeah.
fantasy realm, yeah.
knocking around.
Yeah, in the fantasy realm, I think so. But I also like the fantasy books too, so I can see. I think it's recognizable for sure.
Did you guys think it was obscure?
Yeah, was it obscure to you,
The
Jace?
other two of you?
No, but I don't know who the undercover person is.
I don't either. It wasn't obscure to me, and this is the second time I've read it.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I know I've seen Hunger Games on your bookshelf, so that's a red flag right there.
That is a dystopian novel.
Twilight? Is it the Twilight? Do we get credit? Yeah,
Twilight.
it almost felt like the book, like a couple times that we've read about like Moby Dick and Frankenstein. It's like books that I've heard,
Mhm.
but I have not physically read.
Okay, Jaren, here's a question for you.
Yep.
What was your hero's motivation?
In the beginning or the end?
Let's say the beginning. What got your hero started?
To, how do I word this? I would say to reach the potential, or maybe he didn't really recognize it was like his potential, but to become something higher than he was, and yeah, like a desire to grow, to progress, like to be at a higher status, but not like in a wealth sense, but to progress.
Would you say? Sorry, you go.
I'm ready to vote.
I was just gonna say, would you say the main character was well-to-do at the beginning? Maybe he didn't need the wealth and status, or. Well, to be honest, Jaren's first question he asked was amazing, and I have no suspicions for him because of that question.
I don't
So
even
maybe-
remember the question. What was it?
It was about the main character's like
Oh, yeah,
special
okay.
talent. Yeah. Power, ability.
Okay, yep. But that's typical in the fantasy
The
genre.
fantasy realm.
Yeah.
Yeah, what Harry Potter had? What did he have? He could talk to snakes.
Yeah.
He was a wizard, right?
When was that ever established, Hinkley, in the books? I'm just kidding.
They were like his secret talent. I thought that was his secret talent.
At Hogwarts, is that a secret?
Okay, I'm sorry. I've never read Harry Potter. Unless it was this month's book, then I have read it. Then I've read it.
Now we know Hinkley didn't read the book of Harry
Cover to
Potter.
cover multiple times. I don't know. What'd you guys think about the main character? You like them? Are they likable?
Very likable. Yeah.
Yeah, I identify with the main character a lot, especially right at the beginning.
It was good at the beginning.
Well, and just also the fantasy
Me too.
genre, like the main guy. Like I don't feel like they make him unlikable. I don't know. I just felt like
Oh yeah, you got to root for him.
I'm trying to think of a fantasy story where like the main person wasn't. But yeah, it was clear in this book he was definitely likable for sure.
No, I just want to know because the last book I read for the last episode, I didn't love the main character, so I just want
Oh, okay.
to see if
That's
I'm a
true, yeah.
judgmental person. But I liked him too.
Yeah.
Oh good.
I can't think of a fantasy book that I'm like the main person annoyed me.
I
guess
hate
you're
Luke
right, yeah.
Skywalker.
Luke
Princess
Skywalker.
Leia
Yeah.
is an a-hole.
Luke is so whiny. Yeah, exactly. I guess maybe there are traits you cannot like, but I think you're always liking the main guy. I don't know.
You're rooting for him anyway,
Yeah,
and his or her purpose.
right.
All right, Hinkley, I vote for you. I'll manually rig the
Yeah,
algorithm so it's
please
not
do.
you next time.
Dude, I think it's Hinkley, but there's
I don't
no
think it's
way
me,
the
though. I think
algorithm
it's
can do
Jared.
that 3 times in a row.
Jared,
I
How?
think
it's
it's
you.
Jaren. I think it's Jaren.
We're voting Jaren.
Mm-hmm.
What do we do for a tiebreaker?
Are you gonna pick
Um,
option C again?
Flip
Or
a
are you
coin.
gonna go with the guy and that's his suit?
It's girls versus boys.
Go with the man in the suit.
It actually, I prophesied at the beginning. It actually is girls versus boys.
Yeah, Jace called it freaking girls versus boys.
But then it's a tie. I think I'm on the same page with you guys. I don't think it's me.
I think you're
Okay,
on
I
the same
think it's
page
me.
too. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, Jaren, what was the biggest character flaw of the protagonist at least at the beginning?
His self-doubt or insecurities, like lack of confidence.
Hinkley and Mom, what would y'all say?
Okay, I'm kind of mad because that was actually literally my answer. Because, like, he's kind of like, he doesn't, I don't want to give away the book. He doesn't want to do the thing in the beginning. Like, it wasn't his idea. He's kind of thrown into it. Right?
Jay, say your question again.
Swear to-
Yeah, Hinkley, you're exactly right. Now gosh.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you.
Yeah.
That was my biggest thing where it's like, he was, I like him. I like him so much. But, like, the flaw is, like, it's not, like, his decision.
Okay, Jace, are you playing against us right now, dude?
I don't.
'Cause
Jared?
that was a
Jace,
good
is it
answer
you?
by Hinkley. And there's no way it's 3 times in a row.
Swear to God.
That was. Gosh, she redeemed herself with that question. Is it my mom, dude?
Yeah, I actually.
Freaking Liz. I don't know, dude.
We have not heard from you.
No, but Liz
Said
answered
maybe
on
5
the
words.
question of like it being like an
Entertaining
8.
versus yeah. She
Because I
aligned with
think
me on
her
that
hair is
question.
just
But
making
maybe
her
that was
extra
like-
trustworthy.
But Hinkley answered first instead of 3, and your mom went 8. That's pretty gutsy to go on the opposite. Jace is not lying. I know him well. I can tell he's not lying.
Of course,
I
he's
had
not
a split
lying.
second
None of
after
us know
Hinkley answered,
who's.
I was like, flip. Is Jace like playing? But you had good questions.
What would Jace be lying about?
I didn't think he was the whole time because his questions were good. But then
Yeah.
the way Hinkley answered that, all of a sudden I'm like questioning myself, like, okay, is Jace pulling my leg right now?
Well, here's my thing about Jace, though. Like, he wouldn't have known to ask that question.
That's
And
what
then-
that's what I'm saying. That the questions have been good.
And if we agree, Liz, you know how much
So-
I
Liz?
thank you.
You and your
I'm-
dreads.
Answer the question, Liz.
Okay, Jace, say the question again. Exactly
The
how you
question
worded
is-
She
it
has to
before.
hear it. She has to hear it again. Come on.
Yeah,
Has to formulate her answer.
exactly.
What's the biggest character flaw of the protagonist that he had to overcome?
In the beginning.
At least in the beginning.
He had to overcome his ritualistic livelihood.
Livelihood, like the way he makes money?
No, like the way he lives his life.
Lifestyle?
Yes.
So
His
maybe
patterns
guys.
and the way that he lives. He had to get that out of his head and do something new.
But that answer's good after Hinkley gave hers, though. Like, did she just...
That's
freak,
such,
dude.
that's such a good answer, but that could be just... Okay, but Hinkley added the detail. It wasn't his idea.
That's what I'm saying.
It wasn't.
But, like,
He's
you should
there
ask
for
your
it.
mom. Do you have another question? You ask her first, and no one else's
Yeah, let's
answer
give Liz a
influences it?
specific Liz
Let's
question.
think of a good question.
Ask me another question. Let's go.
Dang
Liz,
it.
what book was it? You can
First
tell
one.
me. I promise I won't tell.
What was
keep
the
it between
illustration on the cover look like? Okay, we are getting...
You're going to love my cover. You're going to love it. I'll tell you later why. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. What do you guys think?
Okay.
I'm
Jace.
ready. I'm voting Liz, I guess. I was going to Hinkley, but that answer was too
I was
detailed.
so on Jaren's, but I think I'm gonna go with Liz too.
I was on Jaren too, but I need to hear more from Jace.
It's not Jace. Those questions are so freaking crafted to the book. There's no way. That's not just a basic fantasy
He has
question.
no fear. I'm afraid of Jace because he walks in every time with a zero fear about his questions.
That's
I
true.
have zero fear.
But these
Also,
questions have been stronger than since his past episodes. I'm just
These
gonna
are
be honest.
good.
if I was the undercover, I would have just flipped on Jaren and voted him out so I could win. So
Oh, you're right.
That is true.
I believe in
Okay.
the process.
Okay.
Okay.
But
Okay.
Jace, this is your best episode of questions, by the way.
Thank you. I'm really proud of the questions. Okay. Yeah, those were two bangers that helped us narrow it down. Okay, but also let's go back to Hinkley's response because Hinkley's response was amazing. But in a hero's
Thank you.
quest, is it ever the hero's idea, or are they always kind of dragged into it?
I think like it.
I mean,
Okay, here's the thing. I think
that's
a
a really
lot of
good
the
point.
times, based on what I know, because I don't read a lot of fantasy, but based on what I know, I feel like a lot of times like they're longing for something more, and like they're kind of actively searching for like something more from their life. And this one, I felt like my dude was pretty content with it all at first. He was like, okay.
Freaking Liz, dude. Let's vote Liz. That's crazy.
Okay. We need to come up with one. We need to come up with one more question that my mom cannot answer correctly to seal it.
Main character's
Okay.
name?
Yeah.
What was it?
Yeah, give us the name. I don't know. No, I think. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think it's Hinkley or Jaren anymore. So
Okay.
And 3 times in a row would be crazy.
Yeah,
There's
it's
no way.
possible.
Liz.
Got a question?
all right,
We're voting.
Who's
Liz.
Are you
voting?
going to vote? Oh my
we'll just
goodness.
vote now. We'll just vote now. Okay,
Liz.
all 3 of us are voting. Let's go. Like, let's say a name. Let's go around for the audio. Say her name.
Oh yeah,
I'm voting my mom.
Okay. I'm voting Jaren.
I'm voting Liz.
I'm voting Liz.
Okay, now let's get our books or our ebooks. Let's get the cover up on our phone, and we'll reveal at the same time.
It must have been locked in. Guys, I got the actual copy of the book over here, so.
Ooh, fancy.
No, I'm scared because I moved and there was like a cute little used bookstore I used to go to, and now I don't know where to get the books from that are cheap because I like me some cheap books.
It's true.
There's
You
got
can
to
do
be a used bookstore around there somewhere. It's a college town,
And just do
right?
the online type deal.
Yeah,
too.
especially in Minnesota.
Online.
Most people don't read books.
Have you been here?
Or
Yeah, I worked summer sales there from the summer.
oh, that's true. You did. Also,
Yeah, I got my book.
The real thrift books. If you go, you can order it for like $3. You can order books.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. 1, 2, 3. Show.
Oh,
No, Jared, it
I'm so scared.
No!
I so thought it was me.
Wait. Did I win?
No, I won. Liz, you don't want to play.
Jaren won.
Why? This is the second time in a row
Liz, you
that I have picked the winner and I still lose. Oh,
That's true.
We voted her off. She's like, did I win? No, we voted you off.
Dang it! I wanted to ask one more question.
I'm so
Freak.
mad.
No, I was like, no more questions.
I
I
still
know,
thought it
you
was
were-
me for a second, so I was just going with anyone but me, but now I'm mad.
No, I knew right in the beginning when I asked my question, and all of you, my main character is a girl, and your guys is also
That's
a
what-
guy.
So that gave it
what
away
happened
again.
At the
last
very beginning, I was like, oh, freak, I got the
That's how I
dude,
knew
I'm
last
the
time.
off guy.
wow.
So,
Guys, we gotta pay closer attention to ourselves.
Yeah,
over here.
dang it. I tried.
Betrayed our friendship.
That's why I wanted to ask mine first. And once all you guys said he, then I started saying he the whole time. I just didn't know. The Hobbit,
Cute.
that's such a good... That is a fantasy classic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that
when you were
is.
like in the fantasy world, people have heard of it. I was like,
I was
It is,
nervous because
sure.
I didn't want to call you out in case it was me. I wish I did.
Mom, I should have believed you. I should have asked. Should ask more questions. But that first question, if your first question would have been so perfect, because he found the ring. That is his special ability. That's the main part of the book.
Okay, well, that was what I was confused. I
my
was like, I
girl-
don't think he
my
has
girl-
one.
Right. My girl, she can read minds. That's like her secret power. So it's so like, I don't know. I just thought that was funny. Wow, the ring.
Oh,
Freaking
wow.
Hobbit. That's hilarious.
Wow. Okay, I got to show off my cover.
Yeah, let me see.
Yeah.
I bought this book at Hobbiton in New Zealand.
Oh, man.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's sick.
That's
I
so
wanna visit.
cool.
Well, shoot. Jared
Dude, the
won.
question of what was holding, what did you guys say? What was holding him back? Or like, and I said like his insecurities, lack of confidence. That was just a Hail Mary.
And it wasn't the best answer. That's why I was like, okay, I want to hear from Hinckley and my mom.
Yeah, that was not a good answer at all.
Okay. But it's all
It was
I
a little
voted
bit
for
the best.
you.
The best answer, yeah, was what Mom and Hinckley said. Like his comforts, his rituals.
We should not become detectives. I think that would be a terrible idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get
Yeah.
fired.
And when I said, you're like,
Fired.
how did they, what was your question? How did he change? Or like, what, I'm like, the beginning or the end? I threw that out there. I didn't even know. You're like, the beginning. I'm like, okay, yeah. So like,
Dang it.
Snap.
and when you said that was funny. You're like, the political answer when I said 5.
Because it really was straight up
It really was a
yes that
political
you
answer.
said.
And I was so grateful when Hinckley said 3 and Liz said 8. I was like, oh, sweet. I'm good. Like, I'll just go right in the middle there and like isolate one of them. I didn't know which one. I was like, I'm going to get either Liz or Hinckley voted off. Like, that's what I was trying to like.
You're
Well,
mean.
So,
Yeah,
You're
you're mean.
bully.
I was reading about Tolkien today, and he said that he wrote it for entertainment. He did not read it to make a statement at all.
Well,
So that's
Oh,
kind
nice.
of why I went more on the 8.
he
Got
just
it.
grows a lot, and I've never read it, but I heard about it, and I just thought it was gonna be like purely like strictly little fantasy guy doing his little fantasy guy stuff. Is The Hobbit like the first one? I don't
Yeah,
understand
it's
like
the-
the whole universe
It's
of
the
it.
first book he ever published.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Kind of
Yeah,
sets
it
it
sets
up.
up the story for the other ones. So,
But you can read
That's
them
super cool.
independently. You don't have to read The Hobbit first. It's not a sequel, it's just a linked story.
yeah.
Okay. I want to watch the movie too. There's a movie, right?
Okay, Hinckley, have you seen the Lord of the Rings movies?
No.
Watch those, but don't watch The Hobbit, really. The Hobbit's not great, but the
Hobbits, don't watch The Hobbit, but watch the Lord of the
Masterpieces.
Rings movies and it'll blow your mind.
I don't know why Jace let me be on the podcast because I know nothing about all the movies you guys talk about, all the books you guys talk about.
It's not even
I'm just kind of
it's-
here.
It's called culture, Hinckley. You got to be cultured. That's all it is. And there's
I'm
still
like
time.
So
Your life's
much
not
younger
over.
than all of
You
you.
need to
Guys
watch
are all
Lord of the
like
Rings, and you'll start to
1,000.
see more color in your life. Like just things will start to like.
fall into place.
Those movies
Like
are
you're
amazing.
floating.
Jace, remember
Yeah,
our Deacon's Crumb
extended.
activity? We watched all 3 extended versions in one Saturday.
Yeah.
A 12-hour
That was great.
movie marathon.
I told Jeanette for my next birthday, because she's never seen Star Wars or Lord of the Rings or Harry Potter. I said for the next birthday, we're either gonna sit down and watch all 3 Lord of the Rings or all 3 of the episode 4, 5, and 6 of Star Wars, all the original Star Wars.
Yes.
And one of the she has to pick. So
Yeah. Yeah, because
Is she gonna do
she says she doesn't want to watch it because she wants to be that one person. And people are like, "Oh, you haven't seen it?" And she's like, "Yeah." Like she wants to play. Like,
yeah. She
No,
says the
dude.
entertainment she gets from
Yeah.
that satisfaction is worth more than the movies could provide.
Well, that's what she would say, but she hasn't seen it.
She hasn't seen it.
Guys,
Yeah.
I have to tell you something so cool though. I was excited because I read the book, right? And then I moved here And in town, like next to the movie theater, there's like a little bar and grill type little restaurant, and all of like the different menu items are like different movie names, but it's called The Shire, and outside it's like the little Hobbit home and Gollum's on top of it.
Cool.
Like on the front door. It's super cool. I wish I had a photo, but like
That's
it's so
awesome.
cute.
That's
So I
Perfect.
ate in a Hobbit themed restaurant, and I was so excited about it.
That's very cool. At Hobbiton, there's a little cafe, and all the menu items are like second breakfasts and different kinds of potatoes, and it's really fun.
That is so cool.
Yeah. By my house, there's like a Wendy's, and they have like like breakfast like now, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, there's like a donut shop. It's like rings, and you like go like
The fellowship of the.
yeah.
Jared, I'm pissed at you right now. No Fortnite for 2 weeks, dude.
What
Lie
are you
to my
talking
face.
about?
Take
You
advantage
can't
of my
ground
friendship.
me from our friendship.
I'll play Fortnite with you. I'll be the new Jaren.
Thank you, Hinkley. Jared Hinkley's taking your place.
Sorry. I do know
Well,
builds though.
Enjoy a friend that hasn't seen Lord of the Rings.
I'll
Because that's
watch
not
it
gonna be a
with
true
you.
friendship.
I'll fly out. Lord of the Rings.
We're doing it. By the way we've been doing it, Jaren will share the details of his book first, anything he learned. But it seems like it's not going to be that good of a book. So if you
It
just wanna-
really, I'm gonna be honest. I mean, the main girl, she's like a 12-year-old, and she, yeah, that's why I feel like this really was like for entertaining to like this audience.
What
But
book
she
is
has
it?
secret powers where she can read minds, and then she finds out there's other characters that come in. She finds out she's an elf. That's why she has this ability, and she's not of this world, and her family's not really her family, and so these other elves find her, and they show her all these other worlds,
Jaren, I know
it's
what you're
just kind
reading
of like
that.
this quest that she goes on, but that's kind of like the main. I want to hear more from you guys. Like Tolkien really is like the father of fantasy, like of setting up some of these themes and stuff that like other fantasy writers have just ran away with, of orcs and elves and all these different, like the way he like did it. But anyway, so yeah, that's kind of the book.
Jaren, I was going to say, I know while you were reading that, you were like, this does not align with like the elvish world that Tolkien laid out. Well,
That's
in your
what I'm
head,
saying,
what you're
dude.
saying. Not
And
consistent.
I'm going to be honest. And Liz, you've read Brandon Sanderson, right?
No, I have not.
Okay. You have to read Way of Kings, Liz.
Way
Because
of Kings. Let me
Way
write
of
it down.
Kings, you got to, like, he is literally, Brandon Sanderson is the king of fantasy right now. Like, it's like him and, what's his, J.R. Martin, the guy, the Game of Thrones guy. But, like, people are like Brandon Sanderson, his world building is so insane and so captivating that it is hard for me to read some of these other books that it just feels so watered down. Like, Harry Potter feels like a mile wide, but like an inch deep. Like there's like a lot of stuff in the wizarding world, but it's like it doesn't go super deep, but like there's a lot. Brandon Sanderson, his magic systems, his universe is just so creative and so like anyway, it's so dynamic. So I know you were joking there, Jace, but really as I was reading, I was like, this is like I got bored quick. I'm like, okay, like. It's just like, oh, the city had like jewels and it was like glowing. And I'm like, it just didn't really like hit me. Brandon Sanderson has like a raw, but also like a rawness but also there's just like this creative dynamic to it that's super awesome. It's very refreshing. It's like ruined like shows for me. I can't watch TV shows. I'm like, I'd rather read a Brandon Sanderson book than like watch a Netflix show. Like it just, so.
Wow.
Anyway, I'm not trying to overhype it, but yeah, I know you were joking, but that's literally how I felt. I was like, these elves are not. Anyway, so
Jaren, have you said the title of your book that you read? I don't know if...
yeah, Keeper of the Lost Cities, and it's a New York bestseller. So I guess it was really
for
popular.
12-year-olds.
It's literally my
For
favorite book, and you just talk about how
that's
much
what
he
it felt
hates
like
it.
the demographic vote.
Author?
Who's the author of it?
Shannon, what's the word? Let me pull it up.
This is how we
Shannon
should have gotten
something.
him with the how well known is your book.
Yeah, really.
Shannon Messenger.
Yeah.
What'd you guys like about The Hobbit?
Everything.
It was a fun ride. I just loved just like relaxing, like not using my brain a lot, and just hopping on. Hinkley used her brain a lot because she was like finding symbolism like at every turn, and I was just like,
I don't know. Like, it was cute little character progression.
That's true.
I don't know.
Yeah, it was really good character progression.
I thought it was gonna be like, just like kind of little simple stuff, little fight scene maybe. I don't know.
He was so indecisive at the beginning, like whether he should go or not. I mean, because he didn't want to leave his safe, comfortable life, and then all of a sudden he's like, he has 10 minutes to get to the Green Dragon.
Hey, no way.
To meet him for the journey, and he just goes.
Yeah, that was my favorite
She
thing
just held
about
up a
it.
green dragon mug, presumably from New Zealand.
From
No,
the Green Dragon.
most stories I feel
Ginger
like I read
beer.
people like want more and stuff, but he was happy and he was chill.
Yeah.
And then I was kind of bummed out when he got back and people weren't like, woohoo, a hero, and he had to be like just happy that he did it for himself.
Yeah,
So
yeah, that's a really good point.
I think that's what I liked about the book. Was
The other
end where he
hobbits
was
didn't
like,
get it.
It's whatever, I got it.
Yeah,
How awesome is Gandalf in that book? Is he awesome?
It's kind of
it's
flaky.
all right.
Yeah, he like
Sorry.
dips.
Yeah, he takes
Like-
off every once in a while.
Like bounces.
Because he's so awesome in like Lord of the Rings books. But
I think this is like before he gets cool. He's like, good luck, guys.
Yeah, I got something else important to do, and he just leaves. But I think in those
This is fun for
times, it's good for the dwarves and Bilbo to kind of, pull it together and lean on each other.
And Jaren, there's a character that turns into a bear.
That's
You'd love that book.
no, I've seen
You
the
seriously
Hobbit
love it.
movies. Yeah.
I think my literal favorite part of the book is the first like couple sentences, the first paragraph of the book. It's like so iconic.
Yeah.
And like it sets the scene for the whole book. I'm gonna read it really quick, okay?
okay.
Yes, please do.
Jaren, I swear it, if you say one
Jay, stop being mad that you lost, okay?
word.
By the
I
way,
never-
everyone has to shave their head by next episode.
Don't say that.
Not me.
Not
I'm
my
not doing hair
hair.
again.
No more, we're getting rid of punishments, by the way, it's too cheesy.
Oh, yeah, the
We
one
done.
I think it was.
So, okay. In a hole in the ground there lived a hobbit. Not a nasty, dirty, wet hole filled with the ends of worms and an oozy smell, nor yet a dry, bare, sandy hole with nothing in it to sit down on or to eat. It was a hobbit hole, and that means comfort. Boom. It sets up the whole story
Boom.
like,
Yeah, he was
Comfort.
just chill.
yeah, comfort's
Yeah.
what you need to leave for your adventure. Yes.
His pantry, all the stuff in his pantry. It's awesome.
And his insecurities, like I
Oh,
said.
Jaren.
It fooled you, Jace.
No, your charisma fooled me, and it will every time. Your answers were
Did
horrible.
fool me.
Is that my problem?
I should have stepped in a little more and squashed that. I knew it was you.
This isn't the first time Jaren's lied to me. When we were at camp, he convinced me that he would talk at night when he's asleep. He's a sleep talk. And he would tell these elaborate stories. And in the morning I'd be like, dude, you slept talk last night about like the crazies that like you were like fighting like ninjas and like all this stuff. And he's like, really? Tell me about like my dream. And he totally played me like a fiddle. But it was actually kind of funny because later in the week at scout camp, he actually was like calling for his mom like in the middle of the night. Like for real. Like he actually did.
How old were you?
We're like, what? 12?
12? Was it Scout Camp? 12 or 13? Yeah, and I remember I'd lay in bed, I'd be like, I would just say something like, 2005.
Yeah.
And then I would start telling a story, and Jace is in his cot, like, he's talking about. I just tell a story, and then I go to sleep, and Jace is like, dude, you would not believe what you said last night.
So stupid.
Good memories.
You did a good job winning, Jared. I hope you feel good. I don't like this game anymore because we're supposed to be
I like the
dishonest.
spirit that it creates.
I don't like being dishonest with people. And so yeah, this is our last week. I hope we enjoyed our four episode run.
Nice. We made it
Guys.
big.
I'm done with the lying.
Are you being so serious?
I'm getting kind of
Jace is
busy.
just mad that I won. He doesn't want to do it anymore.
You can watch Undercover Book Club on YouTube.
Listen wherever you listen to podcasts.
And follow us on Instagram and TikTok.
Undercover Book Club is produced, hosted, and edited by us,
Hinkley Peterson.
Chase Merrill.
Elizabeth Merrill,
And Jaron Strader.
and would like to give a special thanks to all authors who provide us with a medium through which to expand our world.